Bonding essay question 12. An element has an electronic configuration of 2,6. Actually, when they give the electronic configuration here, 2,6, it's a giveaway. You will know that it has 8 electrons, which means that it will have 8 protons because this is not an ion. So therefore, you know that this is an oxygen. So suggest the chemical formula of the compound which this element forms with fluorine. Draw a diagram to show the electronic structure of this compound. So once I know the element is fluorine, I can do the cross method to find for the compound. So I know the compound is OF2. Next up, so because you can see there's two parts here, first you must find the chemical formula before I can start drawing. So once you got the chemical formula out, you can actually start to draw. So standard practice for myself, I always draw the structural formula first. So this is how the structural formula looks like. And then after that, you will draw the dot and cross diagram. So same thing, oxygen is question number 2. So 6 minus 2 electrons. 4 dots over here. Fluorine is in group 7. 1. So 7 minus 1, 6 remaining electrons. 6 crosses over here, outside of the bonding region. So this is how you can answer 12a part 1. How about 12a part 2? So explain and provide a reason if this compound is readily soluble in water. So covalent compounds are not readily soluble. So in this case, why is it not? First, you have to say that this is a covalent compound, and then you have to say that generally water. So it's just quite straightforward, because you actually have not learned the real reason why such compounds do not dissolve in water. You only learn this in poly or junior college. Next up, let's move on to 12b. Compare and contrast with reasons the boiling point and electrical conductivity of this compound in A part 1 with that of sodium fluoride. You realize the same themes repeat itself. Boiling point, melting point, electrical conductivity. So first out, you must know what's the difference between your OF2 and sodium fluoride. So for OF2 is a covalent compound, whereas for sodium fluoride is an ionic compound. So that's one big difference here. Now, once you identify whether it's ionic and covalent, you can start to explain yourself. So for sodium fluoride, ionic compound, so definitely it can conduct electricity in molten and aqueous states. Why is it able to do so? Because in this case, sodium and they act. Same type of statements repeating itself. But how come OF2 cannot? So OF2 cannot conduct electricity is because it does not have any charge carriers. This is how we explain for the covalent substances. So we are done with the electrical conductivity. Now we need to move on to the boiling point. So for sodium fluoride, it has a high boiling point, as a lot of energy is needed to overcome the strong ionic bonds. Next up, for OF2, because it's a covalent compound, it has a low boiling point. Why is it so? Little energy needed to overcome the weak intermolecular force of attraction. So realize the statements are very, very, very similar. It's just that you must see what is the question required of you, and what are the things you need to answer. So in this case, we need to compare and contrast. So you must need to explain yourself for each of the statements you have made. So this is how you can get your 5 marks for 12 part B.